Today on Sony's Lost in Music, we've got super talented UK DJ duo Snakehips.
That's right, they're the first group to ever perform a DJ set right here at Lost in Music's headquarters. And they're doing something a little bit different for us today.
That's right, we've got the PlayStation Classic console set up right here.
Coming at you from our experiential pop-up space.
In New York City,
here is
Snakehips!
Hey yo, thank you guys so much, man. For real, we love you. Let's do this shit one more time, man. Let's go.
Everyone, it's your weekly news update.
PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds is parachuting onto your PlayStation 4.
Winner, winner, chicken dinner, as they say.
Land, loot, and shoot to be the last one standing.
Make sure to bring the thunder with Just Cause 4, which is out this week.
Grab a hook and wingsuit your way across the island of Solis in the latest installment of this great video game series.
So both of those are out right now for you to get your hands on. But let's move on to music news. Mark Ronson has a new record. It's coming out next year, but the first single from that opus just dropped this week.
It's called Nothing Breaks Like a Heart, and it features Miley Cyrus on vocals, so you should definitely check it out.
As for movies, all I can think about is Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse.
Yeah, it drops on December 14th. It has a 100% rating on Rotten Tomatoes, and we're gonna have a lot more on it next week.
That was your weekly update.
Round one, fight.
Yeah. Yes! Perfect!
Boris Law wins.
Make some noise for Snakehips.
Snakehips! What's up?
What's up?
How you doing?
Very good.
Lovely to see you guys.
Thank you. Lovely to see you too as well.
There we go. So welcome to Sony's Lost in Music. Have you had a chance to look around?
Yeah. We made some very interesting music with this stuff, man. Yeah.
What was the lyric? Like a French word.
Filet, yeah.
Filet.
We made like a kind of French, like tribal. It was bizarre.
Yeah.
That's dope. Would you guys make music like that regularly?
I mean, we should.
I think we should.
Yeah.
That's the new sound.
Yeah.
I feel like utilizing a dance floor with samples embedded into it is like a new innovation you guys should adopt.
And keep fit.
Exactly.
Yeah, we sit down too much.
We
Man.
do.
That's what it is,
My back's bad.
So you're based in London, you're based in LA.
Yeah.
How has that changed your creative process, or you're just like...
We never really worked
We
together
always just
anyway.
send things on WeTransfer.
Yeah.
Even if,
free version
we could be
as
like
well.
3 miles apart and I just pick up the phone, I'm like, man, I'm not coming over. Like, I'm gonna email
We're
you
lazy.
this.
Yeah. Nothing's changed.
For you guys, how does a song develop? Do you start with the instrumentation first, or you guys writing the lyrics? Like, how do these projects kind of come together?
I think most of the time we would start making a beat. Usually, we'd always build it up, just start with the music and then like put some lyrics to it or whatever. But definitely with like all my friends, the concept was there, and I think the idea for the hook was there before we wrote any music. So like sometimes if it's like that, but again, it's always different. I don't know.
You guys have had a pretty big year. I was curious about what your highlight was, 2018.
I don't know, it's been crazy, man. I think like Coachella was pretty amazing for us. It was just such an amazing crowd.
And what's the place?
We went to like New Zealand for the first time as well, which was wicked.
You guys mentioned playing Coachella. What does it mean to play a show that big, and how does that sort of change the way you approach your live performances and then also the songs that you record?
I don't know, man. To be honest, it's just such a huge crowd, wasn't it? I feel like we just go other places, it's like there's not many people here. Just ruins everything else for you. Like, what? Nah, not really. It was just like such a humbling experience because there's probably like 20,000 people there when we played, and it was kind of crazy. Like a couple of our tunes, there was just so many people singing it. I don't know, it was just amazing to think that the music had reached that many people.
In terms of personality, what is it about your kind of synergy that makes this partnership work?
Couldn't tell you.
I don't think it even works really.
Yeah, it doesn't
We
work.
occasionally like make some good music, but it is what it is.
I mean, like, you guys must bring different things to the table, and I'm not talking about like technical skills.
I think we did, but then we've become so similar recently that we're not bringing anything else.
Yeah, when we started out, yeah, no, it's true.
There's a lot more magic at the beginning. Now it's just like grinding.
It's like, Jay-Z do this, I do this, yeah.
Old married couple, I see.
We just argue now, it's just weird.
I know you guys earlier were doing a lot of like hip hop oriented stuff. Like, what is about that music that attracts you to, and how do you continue to incorporate some of that vibe into what you do as you move forward?
I think, to be honest with me, it was always just like the like soul music aspect of it. So it was just the way people like Nas and then like Gangstar and all that stuff. It was always like chopping up old records, and that's how I started making beats. So it was just like cutting up soul samples, and that's still like my favorite thing to do, to be honest. But I just love that music.
What would you say is your biggest non-musical influence?
Why are you looking at me?
I'm waiting for him to say something horrible.
It's something nice. Gaming.
Gaming.
I love computer games.
Oh, really? Are you one of those people who like gets online and plays with people in like foreign lands?
Nah, I don't like other people.
Yeah, we're on the same level, man. I'm definitely like the only single person gamer.
Wow.
So we got the PlayStation Classic here in the house. It's a mini version of the 90s era console, and it's preloaded with 20 iconic games.
Sick.
Did you guys have the old school PlayStation back in the day?
I did.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Was there one game or a couple of games that really stood out for you when you were a kid?
I used to play Metal Gear Solid and Resident Evil 2, and then Tekken 3.
Okay, so Tekken 3.
Yeah.
Do you think you're better than Ollie?
Yeah, obviously.
Okay.
He's not.
Obviously. So you guys are gonna play Tekken 3 right now.
Sick.
I'm interested to see who's gonna win out of you two. Okay.
Yeah,
Very
and-
cocky over here.
And while you guys play it, we're going to be hitting you with some quick fire curveball questions.
Wow.
Yeah. So you're
No
gonna have
way.
to multitask. I don't know how you feel about
I'm
that.
very good at it.
Yeah, pretty good.
I don't know. I feel like you might struggle. Just saying. All right, let's get into it.
I'm being low.
Okay.
All right, here we go.
Okay.
Round 1. Fight.
Okay. What song will always get you dancing?
Bambaleo, Gypsy King.
Yeah, Gypsy King. Yeah.
If you had to eat one meal for the rest of your life, what would it be?
McDonald's double cheeseburger.
Same?
Sing.
Yeah, I mean, I could do that.
Yeah, do it.
Yeah.
You guys are indivisible.
Round 2.
What is a baby cow called?
What? A calf? I mean, what did the baby?
He got it. That was impressive.
So what is the most annoying thing you guys think about each other?
I really like it.
Yeah?
Yeah, me too. He's a really nice guy.
That's what's up. That's so healthy. So who's putting in work? Who's winning? Who's losing?
I don't know, really. I don't think anyone's winning.
Someone just
got
got
KO'd. Somebody's winning.
There's the wrong guy.
Raw wins. Final round.
Name something that comes in pairs.
Pears.
Gloves.
The fruit.
Pears don't come in pairs. Pears do not come in pairs.
Yeah.
That's not right.
Eggs.
Try again.
Eggs sometimes come in pairs.
No.
Twins.
Name something.
Twins.
Okay, there we go.
Twins.
Tick.
What's the most proud moment of your career?
Coachella was pretty good because it was live streamed on the internet. My mum could watch it from
Our
England.
parents are watching it.
Yeah.
Oh, you talked a lot about how you were better than Ollie.
Nah, I'm definitely not better. I'll back you up.
Oh, yes, I won.
Round of applause for the winner.
Wins.
So tonight you guys are going to be doing a reimagined version of one of your tracks. Can you give us a little teaser about what that's going to be?
Yeah, so we're doing one off our last EP. It's called I'm Not Sorry, and we did it with this guy, LB3, out of Phony People. And yeah, it was kind of like a tune that we based around this big soul sample, so we're doing like an acoustic version of it, just back with some keys and some guitars and just taking it back to the basics a little bit, you know?
Nice.
Yeah,
Can't wait to check it out. It's gonna be dope.
it's gonna be cool, man.
Let's hear it for Snakehips, y'all. Yeah, now listen real closely. Take heed of my words. I need y'all to hear me real close. I need you to feel me. You know what I'm saying? It's important. It's important. It's important. Hey. Can we rock side to side one time in this biatch? Hey. Yeah. Y'all hear what they saying? I'm not sorry for the things I've done. So live your life how you want to live it. And we don't give no fucks about what they talking about, cause we do what we wanna do, you heard? We do what we wanna do. Hey, New York, came home smelling like pussy and weed. Yeah, it's my life and I live it for me. Everybody and their mama got an opinion, but it's nothing to me. And you would die before you get an apology. Yeah. Oh. Let's talk about the things that I should have did. Let's talk about the things that I could have been. Let's talk about the seeds that I could have sown. Yeah, let's talk about he reaped but he didn't grow. Yeah, I'm living in the world, what you living for? Everybody know what's up, this is how I roll. Snakehips on the track, about to give and go. LB3 NYC, what we living for? But we don't give a fuck about what they talking about. Freestyling on the stage, never running out. Or words to say, I do this shit my own way. It's for the people with Snakehips, this what we say, huh? Yeah, and I'm not sorry for the things I've done. Oh, yeah. I'm not sorry for the things I've done. Came home smelling like pussy and weed. Hey, it's my life and I live it for me. Everybody and their mama got an opinion, but it's nothing to me. Oh, and you would die before you get an apology. So if I make a mistake and I just see for L, there's something that I could take to follow, but with the E and then with the double S. Next we gon' flick it on. The wisdom keeps me from the same troubles forevermore. I don't know everything, so never from vanity, but always in confidence. No, they not understanding me. Ooh, maybe this truth ain't a good truth, but it's a true truth. And I ain't literal lies to make them neutral. Good morning to you, good night to me, just as much so rightfully. I'm somewhere in a band, yeah, there's somewhere in the science. It's 53 triple O with a split with defiance. Quiet down up in my ears, really getting quite annoying. Red flags go off, sound sirens when you start whining. Oh, what you said? I'm not sorry for the things I've done. Cause ladies and gentlemen, we ain't sorry, we living our life, you heard? Hey, New York, rock with me. Came home smelling like pussy and weed. Pussy and weed. It's my life and I live it for me. Everybody and their mama got an opinion, but it's nothing to me. It's nothing. And you would die before you get an apology. Uno mas. Oh, came home smelling like pussy and weed. Y'all feel that? It's my life and I live it for me. Yeah. Everybody and their mama got an opinion, but it's nothing to me. Yeah. You would die before you get an apology. New York!
Stay tuned to Sony on Twitter because we're giving you the chance to win your very own PlayStation Classic console.
Just in time for the holidays.
Yeah, it reminds me of the good old days when the Cooper family would gather around and play PlayStation and Grandma would kick everybody's butt in Ridge Racer.
Yeah. Your family is way cooler than mine.
Hey, it is what it is.
Guys, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you for having me. Us. For me, us.
Shout out to Snakehips for coming through. Next week, we've got Jake Miller.
That's right, and it's all Spider-Man everything because Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse is imminent.
If you want to catch pop star Jake Miller perform live,
or you want to check out our awesome audio experience right here,
or you want to play PlayStation Classic,
you know what to do. Go to sony.com/lostinmusic.
We'll see you next time.
Bye.